team and for traveling to join us this evening. The Medford High School, the Great Northern Conference, and the WIA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at all interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, event workers, and officials in a positive manner so that everyone may enjoy the contest. Just a reminder that masks and social distancing are required in the bleachers per the state order. To honor America and those defending our freedoms, we ask those who are able to stand to remove your hats and place your hand over your heart for the playing, the singing of our national anthem by Elijah Maynard, Anya Applemack, and Alexis Steffen. And now for tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Evergreens, a senior, number 1, Morgan Eversole. A senior, number 2, Landon Messi. A junior, number 3, Cole Savoke. A junior, number 11, Logan Betts. Junior number 44, Jesse Ramolski. The Evergreens are coached by Jerry Lotto. And ladies and gentlemen, now for your Medford Raiders. Coming in hard, a junior number 4, Joey Sullivan. And the other guard, number 10, sophomore, number 5, Logan Butler. Forward to senior number 11, Ty Baker. Playing the other for senior number 23, Nate Everest. And in the middle tonight, senior number 33, Brady Huff. The Raiders are coached by Mr. Ryan Brown. Setting officials, Mr. Kevin Bradley, Nick Bushman, and Steve Hills. Ladies and gentlemen, let's play some round ball.
Hi. Well, all right, everyone. Welcome. I'm Steve Ocknick with Sports on Focus, here to take you through this one. Sorry for the late start. We had to wrap up some swimming over on the other side of the area here. The Shawano Hawks taking down the Medford Raiders in a close swim meet. So we just wrapped that one up, and now we're ready for some basketball here from Raider Hall, the DC Everest Evergreens and the Medford Raiders. And as per the new rule, the Evergreens will start with the basketball. And we are underway. Oh, that is not right. Get this set right here for you guys here. There we go. Up and 2 points to Everest. That is Eversole. And the full court press here from Everest. Taken away by Rabowski, and that'll be a foul, and that's going to go against the...
Fouls on the Raiders, number 33, Brady Huff, his first.
Brady Huff, his first, team first. So Huff commits the foul. And that will be an inbound play out near center court. catching my bearings here. Like I said, the swim meet wrapped up at 6:45, and we got everything moved over and ready to go here from Raider Hall as they kick it out. And now the three, no, rebound taken down by Ty Baker. Baker will try to break. Now he'll pull it back. Baker to the front court. Baker near side. That is Sullivan. Sullivan down the lane, kicks it around, and Bumgardner kicks all the way back around, and Bumgardner will get it here on the near side. Bumgardner tries to get it up top to Huff, taken away. Everest down the lane, layup up, no. But the rebound comes down to Everest. They kick it out, three-pointer, yes. Logan bends for three. And a 5-0 run to start the game for the Evergreens. Full court press again. Looking to break it. Going to need to get it across soon. They do. Bumgardner with a free lane to the basket. Layup up, yes. Logan Bumgardner gets his first points of the game. And quickly, Everest to the other end. Near side, up top. This is Benz. Benz down the lane. Foul, and that is going to go against Baker, I believe. We're going to see that is against Baker, his first, team second. So the Raiders have as many fouls as they have points right now. Everest to inbound. Svokey has to send it all the way out to Benz, and Benz will collect. Benz out near the circle, brings it over here near side to Svokey. Please correct my pronunciations. I did not have a chance to get those. Up top to Ebersol near side to Benz. Benz snaps off another three, good. Benz with 6 here in the first 2 minutes. Now we're going to get a foul. That one's going to go against Rumbalski. Going for the steal. So first foul there, and now the Evergreens will drop back in their pressure. So Sullivan will get the inbound play. Sullivan will cross the timeline. Brings it back around to Rederath. Rederath gets it down low. Foul on the floor. I believe it was against Rederath. We'll see who committed the foul. That one goes against Logan Ebersol, his first. So now we have Sullivan triggering from underneath. Sullivan gets it out top to Huff. Brady Huff looking, sends it out far side. Now three snapped off, in and out no from Bumgardner. Rebound comes down to Svokey. And he will break into the front court, pressured by Baker. Tipped up in the air, that one's gonna come down and it's gonna go out of bounds. It'll be Evergreen basketball. Good defense there from the Raiders, but couldn't quite keep it in bounds. And Svokey will inbound. Sends it across to Benz. Benz in trouble, and now a foul called. That one is going to go against Ty Baker, his second. So Baker already with 2 fouls, and we see number 21, Owen Whiff, and he will come in for Ty. So Baker will come off with the 2 fouls, and the Evergreens will inbound near half court. They get the ball in the backcourt to Mezzi. Again, please correct in the comments. We'll take a peek here and there. Little jumper up, no. Rebound fought for. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be last off of Medford, and it will be Evergreen basketball underneath. 8-2. Now checking in Caleb Gooden. We'll check in. Nate Rederath will get a rest. Inbound play. They will send it all the way out to the top to Benz. Benz. Do the work. Far side to Ebersol. Ebersol to Svokey. Svokey almost has it taken away. Able to collect. Svokey. Across to Rumbalski. Rumbalski to Ebersol. Ebersol thought about the 3. Now pulls it down. Taken away Brady Huff. Brady Huff on the break. Foul, count it! Brady Huff will go up strong. He'll get 2. Foul will go against Jesse Rumbalski, his second. And we see number 33, Colton. I'm going to wait for the PA guy to. Lechinski checking in, waiting for the PA guy to say it. So Brady Huff will have a free throw. First free throws of the game. Free throw is good. Drains the free throw. Everest quickly to the front court. Down the lane, layup up, no. Rebound by Huff, and Huff will slow it down. Gets it ahead to Sullivan. Sullivan into the front court. Sullivan gives it off to Huff here near side Bumgardner. Bumgardner thought about the three, now gets it over to Whiff. Whiff gets it to Gooden. Gooden to Brady Huff, going to work down low. Little floater in the lane, up, yes. Medford back within one. Brady Huff with 5. And now pressure coming, and now we're going to get a double dribble on Everest. I thought they were calling a foul on Bumgardner. But no, they will call that as a double dribble as we're going to get reset here. Nate Rederath checking back in for the Raiders as the Raiders will have an inbound play after the turnover. Gets it out to Bumgardner. Bumgardner gets it to Rederath. Rederath thought about a shot for a second, gets it to Sullivan. Sullivan over to Bumgardner. Bumgardner snaps off a 3 with a hand in his face, nails it. Logan Bumgardner for 3, his first. He's got 5. And they have a tie, and now we're going to get a timeout, Everest. Full timeout, Everest. We will take it with them. 14:07 remaining. Medford 10, Everest 8. Welcome back, and I've got a camera in. Oh, let's see here. There we go. Still getting things working as Everest will get the ball in. Full court press from the Raiders. It's ball here to the near side. Everest. Now we're going to get a line, but stepped on the line, turnover to the Raiders. Another turnover for DC Everest. That has been their downfall. Aiden Gardner to inbound. Against this press, they get it to Bumgardner. Bumgardner will break the press. Gets it down low, layup up, yes! That is Gooden with the basket. Caleb Gooden, and the lead extends to, now we get a travel and another turnover, Everest. Get Caleb Gooden's points in the book. So that is now 12-8, and the Raiders have another opportunity. They get it out far to Logan Bumgardner. Bumgardner gets it to Rederath. Rederath across to Gardner. Gardner back up top, Bumgardner. Bumgardner snaps off a 3, and he's going to be fouled on the shot.
Fouls on the Evergreens. His first, team 4th.
Wow.
At the line for the Raiders.
So Lashinsky commits a foul, his first. Bumgardner will go to the line for 3 free throws. Rolls the first one in. Excuse me. Off the front rim on the second one, and in for the Evergreens. Connor McFarland will come in for Landon Mezzi. Bumgardner, his 3rd free throw. Drains that one. Gets to 14-8. in, and Logan Bumgarner right there to take it away. Snaps off a three from the corner. No. Rebound taken. Everest breaking to the front court. Down the lane. Up. No. Rebound taken by Rederath. Rederath quickly back the other way from Medford. Foul. Body. That's going to go against Svoki, his first. And that will send Rederath to the line for 2 free throws. Nope, never mind. Everyone lines up for the free throws. That was on the floor before the shot. No free throws. So Huff and Sullivan back in for the Raiders. Bumgarner and Gardner come out. Huff gets the ball at the top. Huff, near side Sullivan, snaps off a three. No, in and out. Rebound comes to Rederath. Spin in the lane. Up. No. Rebound taken by Lashewski. Please correct that pronunciation in the comments. Now, Svoki's going to travel, and it's going to be another turnover from DC Everest. DC Everest not doing themselves any favors here. First game of the season, a little nervous probably. Not many opportunities for practice as they will inbound against the press. They get it in to Whiff, ahead to Sullivan. Sullivan will break into the front court. Sullivan down the lane, little layup up, yes! Joey oh no, it was Gooden. No, it looked like, I'm gonna give it to Sullivan. I'm pretty sure that was Sullivan. As now Everest quickly to the front court. Far side, three, no! Rebound comes down to Whiff. Whiff will break quickly to the front court. Whiff. Now slows it down, sets the half court, gets it to Sullivan. Sullivan back up top to Rederath. Rederath gives it off to Gooden. Gooden tried to get down low to Rederath, threw it away, taken away by Ebersol. And Everest to the front court, down 8. Far side, three, all the way over. No, that one's going to land down, and that's going to be out of bounds and Medford basketball.
Returning from the Evergreens, number 2,
Landon Mezzi back in for the Evergreens. We will also see number 13, Aiden Gardner, and 5, Logan Bumgarner check in. Coming out, Owen Whiff and Caleb Gooden. To inbound, Brady Huff against this full court press. Huff gets it in to Gardner. Gardner all the way around to Bumgarner. Bumgarner in the front court. Double teamed immediately, gives it off to Sullivan. Sullivan gets it to Huff. Huff snaps off a three. Back rim, no. Rebound comes down to Lazinski. Everest to the front court. As Lazinski in the middle, almost taken away from Mezzi. Mezzi in the lane, has to kick it out. Thought about the three over there. That was McFarland down the lane. Up, no. Rebound to Bumgarner. Bumgarner breaks quickly. Slips, loses the ball, taken away by Lashinsky. Lashinsky down the lane, shot up, no. Rebound Huff. Back and forth we go. And now the Raiders will slow it down a little bit. Sullivan to bring it right across the logo. And we'll set the offense. Sullivan down the lane. Kicks it out. Bumgarner. Bumgarner for three. Yes. Logan Bumgarner, another three. Medford extends the lead 19-8. Everest scoreless for a decent period now. That one almost goes over the head of McFarland. Now they throw it away. And it is another DC Everest turnover. I haven't been tracking turnovers tonight, but they've got a lot of them. The ball comes in. Get it up here to the middle to Sullivan. Sullivan gives it back to Brady Huff. Huff will break the press, gets in trouble, gets it off to Sullivan. Sullivan brings it back up to the center circle and sets the half court. Sullivan gives a nod, gets it out to Bumgarner, snaps up another three. No. Rebound comes down to Lasinski. And again, Everest moving quickly. Everett, this is Ebersol. Ebersol into the corner, Lasinski. Lasinski back up top to Mezzi. Mezzi near side to McFarland. McFarland gives it off to Ebersol for three. No. Rebound fought for, will be collected up by Mezzi. Mezzi throws it right into the chest of Rederath, and they are breaking. Down low, layup up, no. Rebound will be taken by Lazinski. Both teams not real crisp here to start. Taken away again. This time it's ahead Brady Huff. Huff, foul, won't go. But Huff will go to the line for two. Brady Huff will shoot 2 more free throws. Lashinsky, his second. Team 6. Next foul will put Medford into the bonus. Brady Huff shooting 2, 1 for 1 tonight, 1 for 1 on the season. First free throw misses. Lots of changes here as Ty Baker and Owen Whiff check in for the Raiders. And I didn't catch who checked in for Everest. I see 4 Ethan Gothel and so you look at new players that weren't on the floor. I don't catch the other one. Second free throw up, no, but the rebound comes down to Logan Bumgarner. Bumgarner gives it off to Baker. Baker looking to drive down the lane, leaves it off. Brady Huff, yes. Brady Huff with 2 more. 21 is now Everest down the lane. They get a basket for the first time in a while. So Brady Huff with 2 more. Didn't catch who got that one. I'm going to verify my stats at halftime. Didn't get a chance to get everything set up the way I normally would have with the swim meet. Baker into the corner. Sullivan snaps off a 3. In and out. No. Rebound fought for, taken by Lashinsky. Gives it off and up the floor come Everest. Into the corner. Back up top. Snaps off a 3. This is McFarland. Yes. McFarland for 3. And just like that, a quick 5-0 run for the Evergreens. Now turnover Raiders as the ball a little too high for Baker. Now turned right back over. Medford on the break, ahead to Sullivan. Sullivan down the lane, foul, count it! Sullivan goes up, he is fouled. He will go to the line, plus the basket. Foul goes against Landon Menzie. His first, and that will put Medford. Oh, that is not supposed to be there.
Returning from the Evergreens, number 3, Mo Savoki.
So Savoki checks back in. Medford in the bonus. Sullivan with the free throw to complete the 3-point play. Drains it. So Sullivan gets the free throw, gives Medford an 11-point lead as we are at 1 second past the halfway point of the first half. They're going to get the ball in. Quick double team. Trouble. Now Bumgarner slips. Now Everest trying to break into the front court. They're going to have to slow it down now. McFarland here to the near side. This is Rumpolsky. Rumpolsky gives back off to McFarland in the corner. Back up top. Good shot fake there, but has to give it back off to McFarland. McFarland loses it. Taken by Gooden. Or Whiff, excuse me. Whiff down the lane. Now he's going to have to kick it out to Ty Baker. Baker snaps off a long 3. Back rim, no. Rebound fought for, and it'll be over the head of Owen Whiff and be a turnover to the Evergreen. Well, not a turnover. It's just out of bounds to the Evergreens. Both teams running a full court press right now. 8:25 remaining. Evergreens look to get the ball in. They have to get it into Savoki in the back, way in the back corner. Guarded by Whiff. Whiff gets pressure, and now Savoki down the lane, layup up. There was okay, I didn't hear the whistle, but that is a foul. Foul is going to go against Logan Bumgarner. That is his first. And that will send number 3, Bo Savoki, to the line for 2 free throws. First free throw from Savoki. Good. Nothing but net. 10-point lead, Medford. Savoki's second free throw. Free throw up. Off the rim, no. Rebound fought for. It comes down to Medford. Baker brings it across the line, gives it back to Sullivan. Sullivan working, gets it to Rederath right near the center circle. Around to Whiff. Whiff. Back up top to Rederath. Rederath looks to drive, has to kick it out, and it ends up in the hands of Sullivan. Here to the near side, Baker. Baker Looks to drive baseline. Floater up, yes!
Basket by Baker.
Ty Baker for 2, his first points of the game. And Everest breaks quickly to the front court. This is Ebersol. Ebersol looking for an option. Gives it off. Tried to get it to Lashinsky, but ends up in the hands of Benz. Benz working on Sullivan. Benz down low to Svoki. Svoki had to come way out to get that. Loses position, tries to go underneath. Up, no. Rebound to Ty Baker. Baker pressured, and that is going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow points to the Raiders.
Jump ball, possession, Medford. Returning from the Evergreen.
So Brady Huff will check back in. Out comes Owen Whiff. And checking out Colton Lashinsky for the Evergreens. Huff. Far side, and Huff will get it back. Huff breaks the half-court line. Huff into the corner, Sullivan. Sullivan thought about driving, now brings it back up top. Gets it off to Rederath. Rederath, near side Baker. Baker down low, Brady Huff working from the block. Working his guy down, spin, shot up, yes! Brady Huff just powering through that one. 2 more for him. He's got 9. 28-14. Down the lane, good footwork there. That was going to go out of bounds, and that is going to stay here. Medford couldn't quite corral the loose ball. Bumgardner and Aiden Gardner checking in. Sullivan and Baker getting a rest. So looking to inbound. They try and get it in to Rombalski. Up, yes. Rombalski is first points of the game as Bumgardner immediately gets double teamed. They get it over, trying to do a half-court trap, but they break out of it. Up top to Bumgardner. Bumgardner gets it here to the near side to Gardner, around to Huff. Huff gets it back to Bumgardner. Bumgardner thought about an NBA 3, thought better of it. Now a 3 from Medford, no. Rebound goes out of bounds, and it is Medford basketball. 3 there from Caleb Gooden. Thought Brady Huff was the last to touch it, but they're going to say no, it was last off of a evergreen. And Caleb Gooden will go to the backcourt. Gets it into Bumgardner, off to Huff. Huff closed down immediately. They get it off to Gardner. Gardner snaps off another 3. Yes. Caleb Gardner for 3. He's got 5. 31-16. Gets it across. Back to Rombalski. Rombalski gives it off to Svoki. Svoki near side to Ebersol. Ebersol back up top. Tries to get it down low. Tipped away. Ball loose on the floor. This is going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow points to Everest. So the Evergreens will keep possession on the jump ball. 5:44 remaining. Make sure to stay tuned at halftime. We'll have your halftime stats along with some thoughts on the game and get you set for what's going on the rest of the week. We got a couple more basketball games yet. One more basketball game and some wrestling. That was going to be tipped out. Rederath will get a hand on it, but it goes right out of bounds, and Svoki will get to inbound from the exact same spot.
Turning for the Raiders, number 21, Owen Whiff.
Owen Whiff checks in. Caleb Gooden's going to check out for the Raiders. And Whiff will immediately head down to inbound. Gets it in, far side. Looking to drive into the body. Offensive foul! The shot will not count. That is going to go against Logan Benz right into the chest of Brady Huff.
Evergreens, number 11, Logan Benz, his first, team 8.
Logan Benz the foul. 8th team foul, his first. And Huff will inbound. Gets it in to Whiff, back to Huff. Huff taken away, Benz. Benz down low, up, no! Rebound fought for, and now we're going to get a whistle, and I think they're going to call basket interference. No! That is a foul against Rombalski. His 3rd, and that is a 1-and-1. Wow, I thought they were going to get, for a second there, they were going to get interference when, I don't know which Raider went up and hit the basket as the ball was on there. But they don't call that, and instead, Brady Huff is going to go to the line for the 1-and-1. He is 1 for 3 on free throws tonight. Fast-paced first half. We made the quick run in after the swim meet. Swimming, the Medford Raiders falling to the Shawano Hawks in a close meet. First free throw from Huff. Back rim, no. Rebound comes down. Svoke to the front court. Svoke looks to get down the lane. Has to kick it out to Ebersol. Ebersol for three. No. Rebound down low. Svoke up. Foul counted. Svoke will get the basket. Or Savoke, excuse me. I'm going to make sure to put a note on my stuff there. Savoke.
Fouls on the Raiders, number 23.
That one goes against Nate Rederath, his first, team fifth. So the Raiders have some fouls to play with here. So Savoke to the line to shoot the bonus. Or shoot the extra one. Completes the three-point play. He is 2 for 3 from the line. And they back off. On the defense, Sullivan to the front court. Sullivan near side to Bumgarner. Bumgarner cross court to Whiff. Down, trying to get down low to Rederath, taken away. Svoke. And now the Evergreens pushing quickly. Down low, that's going to go over the head of the new player in Ben Prunsky. And that'll be another turnover to the Raiders. Ball and quick, and now some pressure comes for Sullivan. Sullivan gets past the first guy, gets it over to Bumgarner. Bumgarner, now they'll drop back into the half court. Sullivan snaps off a long three, yes!
Sullivan for 3.
Joey Sullivan, was that Bumgarner? I'm not sure. I'm going to give it to Sullivan. Either way, it's 3 points for Medford. Gets it around. This is Benz for 3, yes! So Benz for 3. And Sullivan gets it ahead to Rederath. Rederath will be fouled. See who this one goes against. 21, Connor McFarland, his first. And that will be now double bonus. And Rederath will be at the line shooting 2 for the double bonus. First free throw rattles in and out. Tough first half free throw shooting for the Raiders. Second one in and out. Rebound comes to Svoke. 4:21 remaining. Cross court. To Benz. Benz gets it back here to Prunsky. Prunsky down the lane, blocked. Brady, Huff, and Logan Bumgarner there on the block. They'll get it down low. He has to kick it out. Now they'll get it up top. Rederath. Bumgarner snaps off a 3. No, and it'll hit the support wire. That is out of bounds, and that will be Everest basketball. 3:57 left. 34-22. Everest trailing the Medford Raiders as they get the ball into the front court. Down the lane, up over the top of everything, and that will be rebounded by Bumgarner, who gives it off to Brady Huff, gets it back to Bumgarner. I don't think Huff was expecting that one. Ball comes across to Sullivan. Sullivan thought about a 3 for a second, back up top Bumgarner, back to Sullivan. And now we're going to get a timeout, 30-second timeout. Medford, we will take it with them.
30-second timeout on the floor called by the Raiders.
3:41 remaining. 34-22, the Raiders have the lead. All right, welcome back. Medford inbounding, they'll inbound it into the backcourt. Sullivan will bring it across. Near side, back up top Sullivan. Sullivan brings it back to the near side to Whiff. Cross court. Gardner thought about three, closed out quickly, back to Sullivan. Sullivan back to Gardner. Gardner back up top. Sullivan around to Whiff. Whiff almost travels. Gets it into Rederath. Down low. Bumgarner up. Yes. Bumgarner 2 more. 36-22. Everest to the front court. This is Benz. Benz dribbles all the way back to the circles. Benz. Far side Ebersol. Ebersol thought about three, closed out quickly, back to Benz. Benz around. McFarland for three, no. Rebound taken by Bumgarner. Bumgarner breaks quickly, gets it over to Sullivan. Sullivan dribbles it back to the top, and they'll set the half court. Gets it to Bumgarner. Bumgarner thought about a three, gets it down low. Whiff. Oh, tried to get it to Rederath cutting, but taken away by the Evergreens turnover. Medford. Evergreens will break down low. Lashutsky, and that's going to be a foul on the arm, and that's going to go against 14. Caleb Gooden, his first. I believe it's going to be Gooden.
Falls on the Gooden.
Yes, it is. And they're going to say that was in the act of shooting, so that will send 42 Ben Prunski to the line for 2 free throws. So first free throw from Prunski is good. So they're going to swap out. Savok and 33 Lashinsky back in. And Medford making appropriate changes to who's boxing who out, as Prunski will take his second free throw. That puts that one away as well. Still a 12-point lead as they get the ball into Rederath. Rederath gets it to Sullivan. Sullivan, ball fake, gets it across, gets it to Bumgarner. Bumgarner down the lane, blocked from behind. Rebound is taken by Medford and it stays here. Brady Huff down low, blocked. Rebound comes down to Lashinsky. Everest to the front court. Svok backs out. Now he will set the offense. Svok looking to get to work, and now we're going to get a timeout. Everest, 2:03 remaining. 30-second timeout. We will take it with them. 2:03 remaining. Medford still with the lead, 36-24. And we're back. Thank you for the updates on the pronunciation for Mr. Svok. Didn't get a chance to look at it till now as they get the ball up top to Prunski. Prunski gets it back to Ebersol. Ebersol in the middle to Benz. Benz dribbling across. Now has to give it back off Ebersol. Ebersol closed out quickly, gets it over to Benz. Benz snaps off a three. Off the back of the rim, no. Rebound comes to Bumgarner. Gets it to Sullivan, and they will come to the front court. Sullivan, travel, and that is going to be a turnover to the Evergreens. 1:35 remaining. We're coming up on halftime. Lively conversation in the comments down there if you want to take part. But this is Prunski. Prunski gives it off. Three, Ebersol. Yeah. Is that? Yes, Ebersol. He's got 5. 36-27, they cut the lead down to 9. Front court, Bumgarner. Bumgarner all the way across. Sullivan can't keep it in. Turnover to the Evergreens. It has really been a turnover game so far. And that will send Svok back. Gets it in to Bentz. Back to Svok, and Svok will bring it to the front court. Svok. Far side, gives it up to Ebersol. Ebersol at the elbow, gives it down low to Lashinsky. Lashinsky Back up top, down low, Lashinsky reverse layup, no. Good thought, just couldn't convert the shot, and Medford with the rebound, and they will break. 3, Sullivan, no. Rebound taken down by Prunski. Coming up on 30 seconds remaining in the half. See if Everest, now we're gonna get a offensive foul. That's going to illegal screen on Ben Prunski, and that will give Medford an opportunity to play for a final shot. We'll see if that's what Coach Brown wants. .9 remaining. Oh, no, that was a foul, so it's 1-1. Never mind. Like, oh, 2. Should be 2 free throws for Nate Rederath. Rederath 0 for 2 in the game so far. First free throw from Rederath. Perfect. First points of the game for Nate Rederath. Second free throw from Rederath. Puts that one away. He's now back up to 50%. 38-27, and now Everest, see if they play for, sounds like from coach they're going to play for 1. But the pressure comes quickly from Bumgardner. Svoke tries to turn it, 20 seconds. Svoke looks like he's trying to dribble this off. Svoke slips, almost loses it. Svoke gets it back. They're Medford out of position, and now we're going to get a travel, and that is a turnover to the Raiders. 10.4. Opportunity for Medford to get one last shot. Rederath will take the inbound pass. Gets quickly to Sullivan. Sullivan, you got to get ahead quick. 7 seconds. Sullivan down the lane. Floater, no. Rebound, up, yes. Caleb Gooden. And the shot, no. Last ditch shot. So the Medford Raiders will head to the locker room up 13. We're going to take a quick break, get some stats, and we will be back with our halftime program right after this.
Hi, my name is Braden with US Cellular Northside Computers. The new iPhone 12 was just released, and we have the information you need to know. The iPhone 12 comes in 4 different models, all available in a wide selection of colors. The biggest improvement is the 5G that is now available on these iPhones, being up to 10 times faster on US Cellular's 5G expanded network. The newest promotion includes $200 off select iPhones. Stop down to Northside Computers to order your new iPhone or Apple Watch 6.
Welcome back. Our halftime score, 40-27, the Medford Raiders with the lead. Taking a look at our scores here in the first half, starting with the DC Everest Evergreens. Logan Ebersol with 5, Landon Mezzi with 2, Logan Bentz with 9, Connor McFarland 3, Bo Svoke with 4, Ben Prunsky with 2, and Jesse Rumbalski with 2. That's the 27 for the Evergreens. For the Medford Raiders, they are led by Logan Bumgardner with 15. Brady Huff, put that in the wrong line on the second set, with 9. Caleb Gooden and Joey Sullivan both with 6. Aiden Gardner with 3. And then Ty Baker and Nate Rederath both with 2. Ty Baker spent a decent amount of time on the bench there in that first half with those fouls. So be interesting to see how Coach Brown uses Ty Baker, but for the Evergreens, if you could keep everything cleaned up on the turnovers, they might have an opportunity, but they have lost so many possessions from turning the ball over. It's fairly obvious they intend to move quickly, but sometimes you can move too quickly and end up in bad situations. So we've got about 3.5 minutes till the start of the second half. I'm just going to set the headset down for a little bit, catch my breath, and we've got at least 18 more minutes of basketball coming up right after this.
If your path to achieving your hopes and dreams is less than clear, Meyer & Associates provides the direction and guidance that helps put things into focus. We provide financial advice and customized solutions that help take the uncertainty out of your dreams for today and the future.
We can work together to make an honest assessment, understand your options, commit to a plan, live life brilliantly. Our team is here to help.
All right, coming up to the end here of the halftime, getting set for the second half. I'm sorry, I can't. Yeah, I've got a few back. We just got some in, so I'll bring some up next week when I'm back. Absolutely. All right. Had a nice little conversation with one of the gentlemen in the stands here. Medford will start with the basketball. Get a few things cleaned up here. There we go. Get set for the start of the second half. Medford will start with the basketball. They will get it in, and we are underway. Second half, Sullivan breaks to the front court. Gets it down low, Brady Huff. Brady Huff going to work. Little floater up, no. Rebound comes down to number 44. I got to grab my program here quick. Now down the lane, little floater up, no. Rebound comes down to Ty Baker. Both teams have taken some quick shots, not gotten what they wanted out of it. Now Baker. Baker gives it off to Rederath. Rederath up top to Bumgardner. Bumgardner over to Sullivan. Sullivan sets back up in the middle to Baker, back to Brady Huff at the top. Huff takes a dribble, gets it to Ty Baker. Baker back up to Sullivan. Sullivan near side Bumgardner. Bumgardner gets it down low, Brady Huff. Huff takes a dribble, couple shots, floater up. No, that was tipped, it looked like maybe. And Everest will break to the front court. Svoke. Still trying to get that one right. I apologize to all of his friends and families. He comes down the lane. Up, foul, count it. Bo puts the basket in. Svoke. That'll be the first foul. So Logan Bumgardner's second. And that will be a free throw to Bo Svoke. That one up. He drains the free throw. Cuts the lead to 10. They've had the lead down to 10 a couple times. Rederath, pressure comes. Svoke wanted the travel call. Didn't get it. They get it ahead to Baker. Baker into the corner. Bumgardner. Bumgardner snaps off a three. Back rim. No. Bumgardner gets his own rebound. No. Foul on the floor. That one is going to go against Jesse Rombalski, his first of the half, team's first. That is his fourth overall. So he had 3 fouls, and he gets fouled quickly, and he's going to have to come out. So Leszewski will have to check back in as Rombalski heads to the bench. Bumgardner gets it in, looking to drive baseline. Gets cut off, has to send it up top to Brady Huff. Huff thought about a 3 for a second. Probably did the better thing. He held it down. Sullivan at the top to Bumgardner. Bumgardner holding. Gets it back up top to Rederath. Rederath gets to Sullivan here on the near elbow. Sullivan down low. Baker loses it, but it's tipped out of bounds. That will stay here. Camera back in the right position. So Sullivan will inbound from underneath. Sullivan gets it up to Brady Huff. Contact there, no call. Down the lane, shot up, no. Rebound fought for and ends up in the hands of Brady Huff. Huff, pressure comes, and now they'll back off a bit, and they get it ahead to Rederath. Rederath gets to the front court, down the lane, up, just rolls off the rim, no. Rebound, and now quickly to the front court comes Everest. Down the lane, layup up, yes. Colton Lashinsky, his first points of the game, cuts the lead to 8. Now tipped. Bumgardner will get it, and now they will finally break the press. Rederath here on the near side. Rederath gets it to Baker at the top, around to Bumgardner. Bumgardner back across to Ty Baker. Baker snaps off a 3. Off the rim, no. Rebound fought for. It's going to be tipped out of bounds, and that will be Everest basketball. Another fast-paced start. Everest with the upper hand. Owen Whiff is going to check in for Brady Huff. Huff will come to the bench and get a rest. And Svoke will inbound. Gets it in and to the front court. Almost taken away, but Logan Benz holds on to it. Benz. The near side to Ebersol. Ebersol down low, tip, taken away. Joey Sullivan ends up with it. Sullivan breaking to the front court, gives it off to Rederath, and now they'll slow and set the half court. Bumgarner back to Rederath. Rederath. Up top, Sullivan. Sullivan snaps off a three. No. Rebound comes down to Ebersol. Opportunity, but couldn't quite get the shot to fall. And now Swope tried to drive, now almost loses it. Swope gets it up to Ebersol, back to Swope. Swope looking to drive, kicks it out to Mezzi. Mezzi back up top to Ebersol. Ebersol over to Swope. Swope loses it. Ball on the floor. That is going to be collected up, and that is going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow should point to Everest. So they will get the possession, and Medford will get the arrow back. Inbound play comes, taken away. That'll be kept in bounds, but be collected up by Svoke. Svoke breaks to the front court. No, that's not Svoke. That's number 2. Mezzi down the lane gets the layup. Number 2, not number 3. And it is now 34. As they get to the front court, a lot of pressure. Sullivan up, rebound up, yes. With the basket. And Everest quickly to the front court. Kick it out, 3, yes. That is 11, Logan Benz, he's got 12. 42-37, and just like that, it is a 5. Lead is down to 5, and now the pass behind Bumgarner, turnover. As we will see Connor McFarland check in. Mezzi to take a rest. And Caleb Gooden will check back in. Gives me a chance to catch my breath as we're 4 minutes, a little over 4 minutes in this game. Our second half already action-packed. Gives it off to Lashinsky. Lashinsky goes out of bounds. And that is a turnover to the Raiders. Baker to inbound against the press. Gooden gets it back to Baker. Baker into the double team, gets it ahead. Sullivan. Sullivan down the lane, kicks it up. Bumgarner. Bumgarner snaps off a 3. Back rim, no. Rebound tipped in the air, collected up by Whiff. Whiff gets it all around to Baker. Baker holding at the top, gets it to Sullivan, far side. Sullivan looking, working on Ebersol. Now he's going to dribble it back to the top, and they're going to reset the offense. Sullivan gets it over to Gooden. Gooden, pressure to Whiff. Now it gets around here to Sullivan. Sullivan. Now down low, Ty Baker. Baker up, foul. Baker will go to the line for 2. That one is going to go against Connor McFarland, his second. So Baker to the line for 2 free throws. His first free throws of the season, and he drains the first one. Ends the run. Second free throw. That one is up. That one also drained. Baker now with 4. Everest again pushes quickly. Gets it out Ebersol. Ebersol down low to Lashinsky. Lashinsky back up top to Ebersol. Ebersol back to Lashinsky. Gives to Ebersol, and that's going to be a foul, and that's going to go against Bumgarner. Got a hand in there. That is his 3rd. Both teams with 2 as Brady Huff is going to check back in. We're going to see Bumgarner come out for a bit. Back. Everest inbound underneath, gets it into Ebersol. Ebersol up top to McFarland. McFarland gives to Swope. Swope guarded by Gardner. Gets it down the baseline. Ebersol closed out. Taken away Gardner. Gardner on the break, and now they're going to slow it down and set that court. No, Gardner snaps off a 3. No. Rebound fought for We fought for it. That's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to be off Svoke. Great play, Ty Baker. Getting that ball and bouncing it off, throwing it off of Svoke and keeping possession as we see Ben Prunski check in. Ebersol is going to get a rest. And now they're going to reset. Trying to figure out where the inbound should be coming from, and it is going to come from the side. So Sullivan will inbound right in front of the few Medford students that are allowed in. They get the ball into Baker. Baker will hand to Sullivan, and Sullivan will set the half court. Sullivan on the logo. Sullivan down the lane, gets cut off, and no, he's going to travel, and that's going to be a turnover. 12-13 remaining. 7-point lead for the Raiders. Ball comes in to Mezzi. Mezzi looking to break down with Mezzi. Gets the ball to the front court. Working on Baker. That one tipped, bouncing around. Baker will take it. Gets it ahead. Layup up, yes. Gardner gets the layup. He gets the points, but the assist goes to Ty Baker, and we have a whistle. 30-second timeout. Everest takes a 30-second timeout. We will take it with them. 46-37, Medford with the lead. We'll be back right after this.
Hey, sports fans, if you're looking for the best chair in the house, come down to R&R Flooring and Furniture in Spencer. We carry Franklin Furniture, Lang Furniture, Serta recliners, Simmons recliners, electric chairs, chairs that have phone chargers in. That is the best chair in the house. Come down and see us. We also have these sports tables and anything you want. Brewers, Bucks, Badgers, come on in. Thank you.
Huge thank you to all of our sponsors like R&R Flooring. They're looking for something on the floor. Not sure what they were looking for, but no, they pull everyone off, so it must not be that important as Everest coming out of the timeout. They will inbound. Everest to the front court. Down the lane, shot up, no. Rebound fought for on the floor. It is Rederath will end up with it, and the Raiders breaking quickly. Baker driving, kicks it over, shot up, yes. Caleb Gardner, 2 more. And full court press from the Raiders. They do break it. They get it up to, now they try and get it down low. That's going to be tipped out of bounds. That should stay here. And it does. Now we see number 1, Tanner Harabi, checking in for Joey Sullivan. So we will see Jesse Rumbalski checking back in with those 4 fouls. It's interesting to see what the Raiders do with that as the ball goes all the way into the backcourt. Collected up there by Benz. Benz into the far corner. Can't see a number. That is McFarland. McFarland back up top to Svoke. Svoke down the lane. Fouled on the floor before the shot. The whistle's muffled by the mass. So that foul is going to go against Nate Rederath. Only his second. 3rd on the Raiders. They get the ball in. That one tipped, and that'll stay right here. Aiden Gardner getting a hand on that one. So now they will inbound again. Gets it up top to Prunski. Prunski over to Rumbalski. Rumbalski hands to Svoke. Svoke down the lane, up, no, rebound. Tipped for a second there by Rumbalski, but it ends up in the hands of Medford. There quickly down the floor. Now they hand it off, and they'll set the half court with Huff. Get it up top, Baker, around to Harabi. Harabi back around to Ty Baker. Baker snaps off a 3, back rim, no, rebound taken by Benz, and Benz will bring it to the front court. 10:21 remaining, 48-37. 3 on the way. Back rim, no. Rebound fought for between Ty Baker and Brady Huff, but Huff will be the one to collect it. And Rederath will bring the ball to the front court. Rederath back to Huff. Huff to Rederath. Rederath looking to drive. Down the lane, contact with the ball. He was able to get a shot up, but not the one he wanted. And Everest with the rebound, and they will break quickly. And now we're going to get a foul. That's going to be against the Raiders. We're going to see who that one goes against. That is against Ty Baker.
Raiders, number 11, Ty Baker, his third, team fourth.
That is his third.
Turning in for the Evergreens, number 1, Logan Eversole.
Logan Eversole checking back in. And Caleb Gooden checking back in for the Raiders. Everest goes into the backcourt with the inbound pass. Brady Huff, and now we're going to get a foul, and we'll see who that's against. That one is against Rombalski, and that is his fifth. So with 9:46 remaining, Jesse Rombalski fouls out. And that is the fourth foul on the Raiders. So a big piece of this Everest offense fouling out. And now they have to get the ball into Bumgardner. Bumgardner. Ball in the front court, gives it off to Huff. Huff. Near side Rederath. Rederath. Holding. Now he's going to take some dribbles, hand it off to Harabi. Harabi gets it up top to Gooden. Gooden. Bumgardner will end up with it on the far side. Bumgardner looking to drive. Gets it to Brady Huff. Up, yes. Brady Huff breaks into double digits. His first basket of the second half. And very quickly, Medford out to a 13-point lead as we approach the halfway point in the second half. Ben snaps off a three, misses everything. That's going to go out of bounds. And that will be Medford basketball. This has been, you've seen a couple times where Everest has been able to cut into this lead, but Medford right there on a run of their own to get it back as Gooden gets it to Rederath on the logo. Rederath breaks the timeline. Rederath throws it hard off the door. And that will be a turnover to the Evergreens. As we will see number 4, Ethan Gaethel, checking in for Connor McFarland. First time we've seen Gaethel on the floor. Full court press from the Raiders. They get the ball in to Mezzi. Mezzi gets it back to Svoke. Svoke into the front court. Down the lane, foul, and he's going to go to the line for 2. Forced his way in there and drew the foul. That's going to go against Brady Huff. Only his second. So Svoke will go to the line for 2 free throws. Oh, get that to pop back up. There we go. Sorry about that. Svoke, first free throw. Up, rolls in. It's our first night of basketball too, so, or second night. Second night of basketball, so we're still a little rusty too as well, as we will see Sullivan check in for Harabi for the Raiders, who have a 12-point lead. 6 seconds past the halfway point of the half, and now we will also see 21 Owen Whiff checking back in. Second free throw from Bo Svoke is good. Bo Svoke now 5 of 6 from the free throw line. All but he's got 7. Whoa. Now, as we get the time, they will get the timeout. Medford takes a timeout. We will take it with them, a 30-second timeout. 8:54 remaining, 50-39. Medford with the lead.
Work with your local Prevail banker to reach your goals to own your financial future.
I definitely would recommend Prevail Bank to other businesses and have in the past.
You can control your future today with Prevail Bank.
Thank you to all of our sponsors, including Prevail Bank, for making these broadcasts possible, giving me the opportunity to get paid to watch high school sports. So, huge thank you. Make sure if you see them in the community, Give them a thank you next time you're in, or if you're looking for something specific, check one of them out as Medford gets the ball in. They get it here near side. This is Gardner. They're going to have to get it across. They do to Bumgarner. Bumgarner into the corner, Sullivan. Get him all the way over. Sullivan up top, around to Gardner. Gardner gets it back to Sullivan. Sullivan looking to drive the lane. Kicks it up Bumgarner. Not hard enough for Bumgarner. Now we're going to need a foul, and that's going to go against Landon Mezzi. His second. Third on the Raiders, and probably a good foul there. Or fourth, excuse me, on the Evergreens. Well to Bumgarner, hand it back to Sullivan. Bumgarner, they were going to the basket. It was just a matter of stopping them as the ball comes back around. This is Whiff. Whiff gets to Bumgarner. Bumgarner thought about a three for a second. Now hard pass down low. Brady Huff will lose it as it's taken away by Mezzi. Now fought for again. Logan Bumgarner gets it back. Brady Huff up. He'll be fouled. And he's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. Mezzi commits another foul right away. That is his third now. Brady Huff to the line for 2 free throws. First free throw up is good. Second free throw. Brady Huff. Back rim, no. Rebound taken down by Svoke. Svoke all the way down. Mezzi underneath, misses the layup. And Medford will hold and get the rebound. Get the ball ahead to Sullivan. Sullivan around to Bumgarner. Bumgarner, foot fake, now puts the ball on the floor, looks to break down his guy, can't, gets it back to Sullivan. Sullivan fakes a three, gets it to Huff at the top. Brady Huff around to Gardner. That's Whiff. Around now Sullivan. Sullivan thought about three, closed out, and he's going to be fouled. That one's going to go against Landon Mezzi. His third in the last 2 minutes of game time, and that will put Medford in the bonus on the next foul. 6th on the Evergreens, and Sullivan will inbound. You can hear Coach Brown down below me. Still early season, some of those early season issues you come across, as that ball will come back up top to Whiff. Whiff around to Sullivan. Sullivan had to put the ball on the floor. Gets back to Bumgarner. Bumgarner steps off a three. No. Rebound comes down to Benz. And the Evergreens to the front court quickly. Benz into the corner. That is Gaethel. Gaethel back up top to Ebersol. Ebersol gives it off to Svoke. Svoke dribbles it into the corner. Svoke now looking to go baseline. Underneath, and he'll go to the line for 2. He will draw the foul. So that will be Owen Whiff will commit the foul, his first. Team 6, so next foul from either team will put the other one into the bonus. First free throw. Drains it. Connor McFarland checking back in, as well as Baker and Rederath for the Raiders. Second free throw. Ball Swoke. That one comes up. That back rim, no. Rebound comes down to Bumgarner, who almost stepped on the end line, but just able to keep his feet in bounds. And Bumgarner will have the ball in the front court. Almost taken away Swoke. Baker has it. Baker gets it into the corner. Snaps off a three. In and out, no. Rebound comes to Rederath. Rederath back up, yes. Nate Rederath, 2 more. And the pressure comes from the Raiders. Rederath pressuring Swoke. Swoke breaks to the front court. Swoke has to give it off. Back up top, that is Benz. Far side. Oh, down the lane, up, no. Rebound fought for. That's going to come in. Great job there by Owen Whiff with the jump over the ball. He had no chance of collecting that one. And that allows the ball to stay in play. Baker in the corner, down the lane, layup, up, foul, count it! Baker will draw the foul. He will make the basket. That foul will go against Logan Mezzi, and that is his 5th, and his day is over with 4 points. Checking back in for the Evergreens, Colton Lezinski. Brady Huff checks out. Didn't check who came in, and now we see number 13, Aiden Gardner, checking in. Number 21, Owen Whiff will get a rest. Sullivan back on the floor. That's who came in, I believe. Baker the free throw. Converts the three-point play. Gets 2 to actually show up on the scoreboard. There we go. As the Evergreens get to the front court. Svolk loses it. Bumgarner with it. Bumgarner breaking. Bumgarner passes it underneath. Sullivan up, yes. Joey Sullivan's got 8 with a great assist by Logan Bumgarner. Pass down low. Double team comes quickly. Spin. Shot up. Foul counted. Colton Lezinski will get the basket, and he will go to the line for the free throws. That foul goes against Rederath, his 3rd. So 2 players already fouling out for the Evergreens. Free throw from Lezinski is good. Cuts the lead to 15 as the Raiders quickly down the lane. Baker up, yes. Baker gets the basket on the real great assist by Gardner, and now that is going to be a foul against Nate Rederath. So we got to get the bonus. Things have been moving so quickly, I haven't been able to get the bonuses on the scoreboard as I am on my own tonight. There we go. Both teams in the bonus. 42, Ben Perninski checking in. Rederath with his 4 fouls will take a rest. In comes Caleb Gooden as well for Rederath. 5:22 remaining, 60-43. Free throw coming. That one is up and that one is good. Oh, never mind, 2 free throws. 1 and 1, so Benz will drain the first. Oh, trying to catch my breath here. This game has been insane. Nails the bonus. 60-45, 15-point lead. Baker gets it in. Full court press comes. Bumgarner looking to break in. That's going to be a violation. Didn't catch it. I was looking where the pass was probably going to go and didn't see that one, but whatever it is, you guys saw it. And the Everest Evergreens get the ball back. DC Everest looking to get their way back into this one. Up top to Prunski. Prunski, tip. And that is going to be Medford ball breaking. Down low, Sullivan will end up with it, kicks it out Baker, and Baker will pull it back out, and they will set the half court. Far side, back to Bumgarner here on the near side. Bumgarner looks to go baseline. Cut off, gets it to Sullivan. Sullivan gets his guy in the air. Down low, Baker. Baker up, yes. 2 more for Ty Baker. 62-45. Now Sullivan with the steal. Sullivan up, foul won't go. But Joey Sullivan will go to the line for 2 free throws. Eversol will commit the foul, his second. That's Harabi and get the camera back in the right spot. Harabi and Huff to check back in. First free throw from Sullivan is good.
Returning for the Evergreens, number 3,
And Smoke and Gaethel will check back in as I try and calm. Sullivan, second free throw, also good. As I lose my, oh, there it is. So that one's going to be out of bounds. Lost my pencil for a second. Nope. Owen Whiff checking back in. 64-45. 19-point lead now for the Raiders. Ball gets in to Gaethel. Gaethel back to Svoke, and Svoke will bring it up. Good screen there. Svoke kicks it into the corner. Back up top, off to Gaethel. Gaethel gives it back to Svoke, near side. Svoke has to give it off Gaethel. Gaethel snaps off a three. Off the rim, no. Brady Huff the rebound. And Baker will bring it to the front court. Baker into the corner, back up top Baker. Baker. And he will travel. Turnover to the Evergreens. A lot going on. Evergreens rebound, but get the ball in, but it is turned over, and Whiff will get the basket. Evergreens trying to break to the front court again. That ball, now they will set in the half court. Gothel, crossed. Now it is in the lane. Floater up, no. Rebound bounces all the way back out to Lashinsky. Throw goes over that as Svoke. Out of play. Turnover to the Raiders. As 21, Connor McFarland will check back in for the Evergreens, and Rederath will check in for Baker for the Raiders. 3:49 remaining. 66-45. Harabi will bring the ball to the front court. Gives it off to Rederath. Far side to Whiff. Whiff loses it. Ball will roll out of bounds, and that will be Everest basketball. With 3:37 remaining. Plenty of time left for Everest. We've seen them be able to hit the three, but they just haven't had a good opportunity recently. We will be back up here on Friday for some wrestling over at the middle school. The Medford Raiders taking on the Stratford Tigers in a non-conference wrestling matchup. Shot, three from the corner, Ebersol, yes. Ebersol's first point of the second half gets the lead back down to 18, and that will be an out of bounds, and that will stay Medford basketball. As we see Sullivan and Bumgarner check back in. Huff and Whiff to check out. 3:25 remaining. Bumgarner to inbound. Full court press. Bumgarner gets it back. Gets it near side to Rederath. Rederath gets it back to Bumgarner. They need to get it across. Bumgarner gets it ahead to Sullivan. Sullivan gets past this guy. Down low. Shot up. Yes. That is Gruden, his first points of the second half, according to my score sheet. And they send the lead back out to 20. Everest, Svoke, down the lane, layup up, no. Rebound taken by Bumgarner. Bumgarner pushing. Bumgarner, far here near corner. Three! Caleb Gruden. Caleb Gruden with his own little 5-0 run. And out 71-48. Ball comes to Gothel. Gothel up top to Ebersol. Ebersol trying to get something towards the basket. Closed out quickly by Rederath. Now Svoke down the lane. Foul, count it. Bo Svoke again drawing the foul. He's been doing that very well. Foul goes against 14, Caleb Gruden. His second. So Svoke will go to the free throw line. He is 6 of 8 from the line. As we've got to do a little bit of cleanup on the floor. 2:29 remaining. Medford with the 21-point lead. Chance to cut it back down to 20 as we see some new faces checking in. Looks like Coach Brown going to the reserves as Medford with a 21-point lead as they're going to get a big statement win in a team that might end up, depending, as we saw with volleyball, might end up in Division I, depending on how many schools either opt out of a playoff or don't play basketball at all. We saw that with volleyball and football this fall. A lot of schools that normally would play Division II playing Division I and so on down the line. So 2:29 remaining. Free throw here for Bo Svoke. Again, apologizing to everyone. I'm not sure I got his name right. Misses the free throw. Harabi with the rebound. Gets it ahead to Sullivan, and they break to the half court. Sullivan gives it off to Gooden, who brings it near side. Bumgarner. Take it away, Svoke. Svoke down the lane. Layup up, yes.
Basket by Savoke.
Cuts the lead to 19. Savoke. Back up top, Sullivan. Svoke trying to get the steal again. Near side to Gardner. Gardner back up top. That is Bumgarner. Bumgarner gives it off to Harabi. Harabi back up top, and Harabi gets it back. Harabi gives it off to Gardner. Gardner to Bumgarner. Bumgarner back up top, Sullivan. They're more than willing to just run some clock. Down the lane, loses the basketball right into the hands of Everest. Spoke down the lane, foul, and he's going to, the block was there, but the body came first. And that will go against Logan Bumgarner, his fourth. And that will send, of all people, Bo Swoke back to the line for 2 free throws. He took a hard hit on that one, and we're going to see 3 new Raiders checking in. Sam Blair, trying to catch all the numbers. Charlie Kleist, Zach Rudolph, and can't see the fourth player. First free throw up, good. 20. No, it's not Zach Rudolph. 15, Brigham Kelly checking in. So the 5 on the floor, Harabi, will be Harabi, Kleist, Rudolph, Kelly, and Blair. 71-53. Second free throw up. That one rolls in. So 71-54. 1:39 remaining. Ball comes in. This is Blair. Blair gets it across to Rudolph. Taken away down the lane. Shot up. No. Rebound fought for. Taken by Blair. Blair gets it ahead. Medford on the break. Ahead to Harabi. Layup up. Yes. Tanner Harabi on the break gets his first points of the game. And now Everest back down the other way. Most of the starters still on the floor. Ebersol gets it down to Prunski, now in the lane. Nope. Travel underneath. That will go against Ebersol. 1:10 remaining. Brigham Kelly to inbound. Gets it into Blair. Blair gets it back to Kelly. Far side to Kleist. Taken away. Ahead. Layup up. Yes. That will go to Colton Lashinsky. And Harabi will hold in the middle. They just really needed that as another steal. Now, thought about a 3 for a second. Now passes underneath. Shot up. No. Rebound up. Yes. That will be Ben Prensky. And they're going to make the score sheet look a little different. And now we're going to get a timeout. Full timeout. For the Raiders. We will take it with them. 37.3 seconds left. Medford on their way to an opening victory. Back here from Medford, last 30 plus seconds. That ball goes all the way over. That will be fielded, but it's going to be out of play and turn over to the Evergreens with 30.4 remaining. A good opportunity for these younger players to get a chance to play against a good Valley team. Is 3 from Ebersol, yes. And now we're going to get a timeout. Full timeout by the Evergreens. They're just going to keep everybody on the Not sure what the timeout was for, but we're going to take it with them. 25.8 remaining. Medford 71. Excuse me, Medford 73. Get that to update. Nope. Actually, nope, we're going to keep it right here. 25.8. Get the scoreboard to update. Everything's been going so quickly. 73-61. 25.8 seconds left. The Raiders looking to get the ball in. They get the ball in. They just have to really break half court here. Blair gets it over Harabi. Try to get it to Harabi, taken away. DC Everest. Now they turn it over. Gets it ahead to Harabi. Harabi will pull it back, and they'll be able to run, try and just keep the ball. Now, as that's going to be a foul, and that will send Brigham Kelly to the line for 2 free throws. 42, Ben Prunski commits his second. 2 free throws on the way for Brigham Kelly. Nope, 1 and 1. This is the first. Ahead, jumper up, yes. That will end it. Connor McFarland drains the basket right at the end. So in the end, the Raiders win by 10. A score that probably doesn't necessarily reflect the game, but you know, got a lot of baskets there right at the end. So I'm going to put the headset down for a second, do some quick math, come back with our final stats, and call it a night here from Medford. So stick around. All right. Taking a look at the stats, we will start with the DC Everest Evergreens. Now, to be clear, these are unofficial. I was having a bit of an issue keeping up with everything tonight. Logan Ebersol, Bo Svoke led the way with 14. 10 of those in the second half, including 8 of those from the free throw line. Then Logan Benz with 12. Logan Ebersol with 11. Colton Lashinsky with 8, all in the second half. Connor McFarland with 5. Ben Prunski and Landon Mezzi with 4. And then Jesse Rumbalski with 2. He spent the vast majority of this game on the bench in foul trouble. So now we will take a look at the Medford Raiders. They were led by Brady Huff with 12. 9 of those in the first half. Ty Baker and Caleb Gooden both added 11. Joey Sullivan added 10. Oh, no, they were led by Logan Bumgarner with 15. I missed that. All Bumgarner's points came in the first half. So I missed that one there. So Bumgarner with 15. Then it was Brady Huff with 12. Baker and Gooden with 11. Joey Sullivan with 10. Then Aiden Gardner, Owen Whiff, Nate Rederath, all with 4, and then Tanner Harabi added 2 right there at the end. So that will do it from here. From here in Medford, our next Medford Raider game will be, our next Medford Raider event will be Friday night. We'll be over at the middle school as the Stratford Tigers come to town for what should be a really good wrestling clash. Our next boys basketball game, I believe, is next week. I don't have the exact date in front of me, but we will have that one for you. So make sure to tune in for that. Check our schedule at onfocus.news/sports. We're going to get a more formal schedule up there here shortly as the season gets started. But for Steve Ockenick from Sports on Focus, have a wonderful night. We will see you for girls basketball on Thursday from Marathon. Auburndale Eagles and the Marathon Red Raiders facing off in a